Hello everyone, and welcome to the Great English Podcast. I'm Catherine, and I'm here with my co-host, Jack.
Hi everyone. It's great to be here with you all today.
Today, we're discussing an important topic: developing morning habits for a productivity boost. We'll be exploring how small changes to our morning routines can make a big difference in our productivity and overall well-being.
That's right, Catherine. We'll be sharing some simple tips and strategies that anyone can implement, especially if you're looking to improve your English skills along the way.
So, whether you're a beginner or just curious about building a better morning routine, stick around. We'll cover everything you need to know to kickstart your day with energy and purpose.
Stay tuned for some practical advice and engaging discussions. Let's get started.
Let's dive deeper into our morning habits discussion, Jack. How have you been incorporating exercise into your routine?
Well, Catherine, I've been keeping it simple with some light stretches and a short walk around the neighborhood. It helps me wake up my body and get ready for the day ahead. What about you?
I've been starting my day with warm lemon water. It's become a refreshing ritual that kickstarts my digestion and hydrates me after a night's sleep.
That sounds great, Catherine. It's amazing how small changes can make a big impact on how we feel in the morning. Have you faced any challenges with your new habit?
Absolutely, Jack. One challenge I've encountered is limiting my phone use in the morning. It's tempting to check emails and social media right away, but I've been trying to create a screen-free morning routine.
I can relate, Catherine. Our phones can easily distract us from starting the day mindfully. Have you found any strategies that help you stay focused?
Setting boundaries has been helpful, Jack. I designate specific times for checking messages and emails later in the morning. It allows me to prioritize quiet moments for myself.
That's a smart approach, Catherine. I've been focusing on gratitude reflection recently. Taking a few minutes to think about what I'm thankful for helps shift my perspective.
Gratitude is such a powerful practice, Jack. It helps us appreciate the good things in life and reminds us to stay positive, even when facing challenges.
Have you tried any other new habits, Catherine?
Yes, Jack. I've been experimenting with consistent sleep schedules. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day has boosted my energy levels and improved my focus.
That's wonderful, Catherine. Consistent sleep is crucial for overall well-being. I've also been trying to plan my day in the morning. It helps me feel more organized and less stressed.
Planning ahead is a great habit, Jack. It sets clear intentions and allows us to approach the day with purpose. How do you stay motivated to stick to your morning routine?
Finding enjoyment in my habits keeps me motivated, Catherine. I've incorporated music into my morning routine, and it makes the experience more pleasant.
I agree, Jack. Making habits enjoyable is key to long-term success. Have you faced any funny moments while trying new habits?
Oh, definitely. When I started yoga, I couldn't hold some poses properly and ended up giggling at myself. It taught me not to take things too seriously and to embrace the learning process.
That's a great lesson, Jack. Trying new things can be humbling and fun. I remember when I first tried meditation, my mind kept wandering, and I had to learn to be patient with myself.
Patience is essential, Catherine. Developing habits takes time and persistence. It's all about progress, not perfection.
Absolutely, Jack. Small steps lead to big changes over time. What advice would you give to our listeners who want to start developing morning habits?
I'd say start with one habit at a time, Catherine. Choose something manageable and enjoyable to ease into your routine.
That's great advice, Jack. And remember, it's okay to adapt and modify your habits along the way. Experimentation is part of the process.
Exactly, Catherine. Find what works best for you and stick with it. Consistency is key to forming lasting habits.
Well said, Jack. Developing morning habits is about creating a positive foundation for the day ahead. Let's encourage each other and our listeners to embrace new habits with enthusiasm and curiosity.
Absolutely, Catherine. Together, we can make our mornings more productive and fulfilling. Here's to building better routines and boosting our overall well-being.
Jack, I wanted to chat about our evening routines today. How has yours been lately?
Catherine, my evenings have been quite refreshing, actually. I've been dedicating some time to meditation before bed. It really helps me unwind and clear my mind after a busy day. How about you?
That sounds wonderful, Jack. I've been enjoying winding down with a good book in the evenings. It's a great way to shift my focus away from work and relax before bedtime.
Reading is a fantastic way to relax. I find that it helps me transition into a more restful state. Have you noticed any changes in your overall well-being since incorporating this routine?
Absolutely. I feel more at ease and ready for a good night's sleep. It's like my mind gets a chance to reset and recharge before the next day.
I can relate to that feeling. Meditation has been helping me achieve a similar sense of calmness and mental clarity. It's amazing how these simple practices can make such a difference.
Totally. I think it's important for us to find activities that resonate with us personally. It's not just about what we do, but how it makes us feel.
Speaking of that, have you experimented with any other evening habits recently?
Yes, I've been trying to incorporate some planning into my evenings. Taking a few minutes to jot down tasks and goals for the next day helps me feel more organized and prepared.
That's a great idea, Catherine. Consistency plays a big role in making these habits stick, don't you think?
Definitely. Consistency is key. It's about making these practices a natural part of our daily routines.
Absolutely. It's also important to stay flexible and adjust our routines as needed. Life can be unpredictable, after all.
Absolutely. Being flexible allows us to adapt to changing circumstances without feeling overwhelmed or discouraged.
So true. It's all about finding that balance between consistency and flexibility. Have you encountered any challenges along the way?
Oh, definitely. There were times when I struggled to stick to my routine, especially on hectic days. But I've learned to be patient with myself and keep going.
Patience is key, isn't it? It's all part of the journey towards finding what works best for us individually.
Exactly. And I think our listeners might benefit from hearing about different approaches to evening routines. What do you think?
I agree. If any of our listeners have tips or success stories to share, we'd love to hear from them. It could inspire others to explore new ways of enhancing their well-being.
Absolutely. Your experiences matter, and they could make a positive impact on someone else's life. Jack, now let's discuss some of the vocabulary we've been using related to our evening routines.
Sure, what words are those?
Well, one of them is flexibility. It's the ability to adapt and adjust based on different circumstances.
I see. So, for example, if our evening plans change, we need to be flexible and find a new routine that works.
Exactly. Flexibility helps us stay consistent with our habits, which brings us to the next word, consistency.
Consistency is about regularly sticking to a routine or habit over time, right?
That's right, Jack. Consistency is key to making these habits effective and impactful.
So, by being flexible but consistent, we can develop evening routines that support our well-being.
Absolutely. It's all about finding the right balance between sticking to our routines and being open to adjustments when needed. All right, Jack, before we wrap up today's episode, let's quickly recap the key points we've discussed about morning and evening routines.
Sure thing, Catherine. We talked about the importance of developing healthy morning habits like drinking lemon water, limiting phone use, and incorporating light exercise or gratitude reflection.
That's right. These small habits can set a positive tone for the day and boost productivity. In the evening, we emphasized the impact of routines like reading, meditation, and planning for a peaceful night's rest.
Absolutely. Flexibility and consistency are key principles that listeners should keep in mind as they explore and experiment with their own routines.
And to our listeners, we encourage you to start implementing these small habits for positive changes in your daily life. Remember, even small steps can lead to significant improvements over time. Before we sign off, we want to thank you all for tuning into the Great English Podcast. Your support means a lot to us.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your feedback with us. Your comments and suggestions help us create content that resonates with you.
Until next time, take care, stay healthy, and keep exploring new habits for a happier life.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye for now.